I need to farm up real quick so I can get a kill, bro. Look at this bitch ass up there. I'm gonna get him all. Don't worry about it. Already been up there. It would be fantastic if I could get a ooh, if I can get a SMG out of here. On full. It would be fantastic. Ah, damn, that's tough. I'll take those though. I'm gonna need them. Oh yeah, there it is. Get that fun. Ooh, that's gonna come in handy. Especially on this kid, he attack spelling. You know, he's spelling that attack. So, oh shit, on full. I'm full now. That nigga over there on the other side of the river. On phone. Alright, oh wait, I think they fighting. They fighting. Oh my god. Run, nigga, run. Bro. I need an ingoing stream, bro. Why are these streams going out? It's okay, the circle right here. The circle right here. I'll use one of these, though. 6, 9. Oh, that bit went down to 2 tick. Ooh, that was a clean. Oh, snap, my fault. That was a clean edit, though. Oh, that's perfect. Still ain't got no SMG. Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious? SMG. Ah, I'm tired of these FAMASs. Ooh, sniping. I ain't finna push that until I find an SMG. Ooh, come on. Oh, damn, I think I'm gonna get one out of here. That's blue. What? You're kidding me. You're kidding me, yo. Oh, thank you. How much on the bet there's a nigga in, huh? Whoa, why am I peeing up at 100? Oh my. I hate this circle because the agency, bro. Oh, I sold all that got AR practice and I can't even hit a shot. What's up, bum? Kind of in a fight right now.
Invitation to your broad.
What the? Bruh.
Yeah, I gotta go show my mom work.
Oh, you're dead.
I'm just gonna show her. I just stormed.
Yeah. Legendary chest. Oh, bad, bruh. Purple talk. Llama, let's go. Yeah, so llama, let's go. Llama mama. Come here, llama mama. Just make sure that bitch ain't getting baited. I'm not getting baited. Make sure. Check trees. Check L. Alright, I think we straight. Oh, launch pad. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. But yep, I'm prepared to get broken down. This is the worst all gold cat I've ever seen. Oh, I just lagged hard. My ping is at 40, that don't even make sense. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, come kill me. You know I'm winning that fight, right, Cuzzo? That's how far that man's boat went? Whoa, I dropped my shotgun? No, my. I have no mask, bro. Yo, these kids and their freaking ARs, dude. It's annoying. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who said I'm a snitch? You just heard a lot from him. Better check that black and white, that paperwork and file for him. Zero tolerance for this nigga. Take his life from him. That pistol plate. Okay, I'll test him. Hit the 3 I hit the whoa. I stout. Looking like a star. Whoa. I'm gonna go attend this event. You know. Attend this event. FCNS. May 1st, May 3rd. Wait, ain't it May? No, May 1st, Friday. Oh, dude. Yeah, May 1st, Friday. Oh no, now it says it's on the 2nd. What the heck? Proceed to sky. Ah, bro, I swear to God, she looks so ugly in Ghost, bro. Look at her pants, bro. Man, I wear this one a lot. Oh, one more challenge? Bad. Did not mean to do that. Keep it a buck. Wait, did they change her room? Hey, look at the banana, look at the banana, look at the banana. Yeah. Man, that's in them shadow, bro. 5. Okay. This is raw, I'm gonna keep it a buck. God. Find the swords, physical, so capture, block damage of the king. Alright. I just need to find the swords, and there's 3 left. So I'm gonna look that up.
everyone, Orson and Martin. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Fortnite. It's Season 2, Chapter 2, Week 8, which finally means that we can unlock the different styles for Skye. But before we do that, we need to knock out a couple more challenges. Remember, as always, you need to do at least 18 of the 20 challenges across the 2 weeks in order to unlock the special mission. And this is one that I think you might need a little bit of help with. We need to go around the map and find lots of different swords. So these swords belong to Skye. Obviously, she's got kind of like a Adventure Time, Legend of Zelda kind of vibe to her. And we've got to find a bunch of these different swords. So the first one, as you can see, is right the way up here. You go northwest to Pleasant Park, and you're looking on the first mountain right about here. The tip with all of these is that they are on high rises. That's the easiest way to locate them. So for that one, you are looking basically in the right-hand side of C2, as long as that greyed out area looks good. That looks about right. The next one, again, as I always do these clockwise, is also quite close to Pleasant Park, and it's overlooking Risky Reels. So you want to go a little bit southwest of there, you find this mountaintop right about here, and you can see overlooking Risky Reels the northern side, we've got another sword. So basically, as I said, over here from Pleasant Park, you're looking just there above Risky Reels. Pretty much the best way to locate it actually is if you go across the Blue Steel Bridge and go directly south. That is going to be like the perfect lineup for you. So that's where the second one is. Next one is also on this end of the map, but we're headed up towards the radio station. So if you don't know, one of the henchman locations has been taken over by Fortnite Radio, as it's called. And basically right over here on the rocks just behind it, you can find another sword overlooking the northern end of the map. So you can see that bad boy right there. Fortnite Radio is just there with the old satellite dish, and that is all good. So you're looking on the top of the map, and you're looking in the very northern end, I would say, of F2 on the grid. So that's where you're looking. Fortnite Radio there, helipad there, and it's right there, east of Craggy Cliffs, if you needed to know that one. The next one is all the way down by the Grotto. The Grotto being one of the villain bases. And just on the way over, thank you very much, everybody. Again, I say this every week at the moment because you guys are turning out.
Why is that ball still in the air?
More than ever before, literal personal best for me. The amount of you using the support creator code in the Littlewood in the item shop is absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. During this time when ad revenue's down but viewership is up and it's all a bit confusing when it comes to earning money on YouTube, that really helps me. So thank you very much. It's in the bottom of the screen right now if you want to go ahead and tap that into your shop whenever you buy something. Thank you. Right, next one is right here then. So if you were looking at the hole to the grotto, see that right there? If you go a little bit west of it and then up the hill, you can find the sword right about here. So on the map, you can see the words for the grotto, the circle, the other little entranceway, and then you've got that mountain right there, overlooking Retail Row. That's where you can find that one. And then our final one, actually not too far away, pretty much where my mouse cursor is, right here, overlooking Lazy Lake. It's right about here. You can see this one's slightly more like bundled in with a bigger rocks. But this one over here, a little bit north of Lazy Lake, if you're looking on the map, you're basically looking right there. So Lazy Lake's top right corner, go up, pretty much that little house there actually. It's the mountain that kind of like overlooks it. And then basically on the sort of zoomed out map, you're looking right about there. So there we are. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you did find this video helpful, then be sure to leave a like on it. Comment down below how many of the challenges have you completed before today's videos, and then how many have you completed afterwards. And also, are you going Ghost or Shadow for Skye? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Alright, so this has to be by far the dumbest TikTok trend I've ever seen to date. And in fact, it might be the dumbest challenge I've ever seen on the internet because unlike the other challenges we've seen in the past, like the challenge where people were intentionally ingesting dangerous chemicals down their throats, the In My Feelings / Kiki challenge where people were literally jumping out of moving cars only to get hurt by busting their asses on the pavement, the Fire challenge where people were taking nail polish or medical grade alcohol, pouring it on a portion of their bodies and setting it on fire. Yes, Darwinism sure is great. The Choking Game or Pass Out challenge where idiots online were intentionally cutting off the oxygen supply to their brains so that they could obtain a brief moment of euphoria and sometimes loss of consciousness. can't even lie. Back in middle school, I most definitely tried this. Where you took a spoonful of raw ground cinnamon, put it in your mouth, and tried to swallow it. Yes, I know, it's pretty dumb. And last but not least, the salt and ice challenge, where you took some salt and sprinkled. I tried this too, I'm not gonna lie. But you took some salt and sprinkled it on a part of your body, and then like you placed a chunk of ice on top of it to see how long you could endure the pain. But and I was surprised when I read this, but according to a medical professional who goes by the name of Dr. Mark Jeschke, he said that if you overcome the original feeling of pain, that's not because you're tougher or stronger, it's not because you're a badass, but it's because the nerve endings have been destroyed. Yes, the nerve endings in your skin are being destroyed. And sometimes that nerve destruction can be permanent, along with scarring on the skin. So yeah, all the kids and adults alike who were all participating in this challenge years ago, probably all now have some kind of irreversible damage to their skin. God! Oh, no. Oh, I thought this was bad, yeah? I thought that was bad. What? Should we get another? Yeah, go. But here in 2020, though, there's this new challenge going around called the Skullbreaker Challenge, where numbnuts online are intentionally jumping in the air and having two friends stand on each side of their one next to each of their legs, and as soon as they jump in the air, the two friends who are standing next to them are supposed to flip them backwards midair, so that when the person jumping in the air is coming back down, instead of landing on their feet, they land on their backs.
It was at this moment that Emily knew. She dumped.
So yeah, like, why anyone would willingly participate in this challenge when you know full well you're gonna end up busting your ass on the ground is beyond me. But to be fair, based on what I've been seeing and the research that I've been reading, a lot of the people partaking in this challenge weren't fully aware of what they were getting themselves into. Like, there was this one girl who was actually bullied into doing the challenge with some of her schoolmates without them fully briefing her on what was going to happen. Which I guess would defeat the whole purpose of the challenge if you were to tell your friend that, well, hey, you jump in the air, we're gonna flip you on your ass.
Ready, set, ready, go.
This happened last week at South Dade Senior High. The teen in the middle says she was bullied into participating in this social media challenge she says she never heard about.
I jumped really high, and I remember them kicking me off my feet, and I fell on my head. And I was like, what just happened?
Were you friends with them? The girl taken to the hospital. A week later, she says she's still in pain. Reports are surfacing all over the country of kids getting seriously hurt and putting their lives in danger.
I don't know if it's describable how much it hurts. Not only physically, but mentally.
So yeah, as you can see from that clip, which was attached to a news article, it said that the girl was peer pressured into doing this challenge, which we all have been peer pressured in the past before at one point of our lives. You know, I'm pretty sure they walked up to her and explained half of the truth. They were like, don't worry, it's just a dumb challenge, nothing bad is gonna happen. And personally for me, it would be an immediate red flag, since I know any challenge being described as dumb and someone telling me nothing bad is gonna happen means my life is most likely in danger and that I better skedaddle out of there as fast as I can. And you know, it's just super fortunate that she had to go to the hospital from hitting her head on the ground when she fell from doing this challenge, which I suppose is why they call it the Skullbreaker Challenge. Now this whole video is going to take a dark turn because, well, there's this other sad story, because apparently a couple months ago, before the whole trend of this challenge went around the world, a girl in Brazil reportedly died from Skullbreaker Challenge. According to some Brazilian news website, Globo, the challenge happened at Antonio Fagundes School in Mossoró, Brazil. It says here that she hit her head on the ground after two students attempted the Skullbreaker/tripping jump challenge, also known as the Braçadeira Challenge. I guess that's the Brazilian name for it. And apparently after she hit her head on the ground, the school quickly rushed her to the nearest hospital in Aeroporto, but unfortunately, she passed away. You know, that's just like, guys, if you're a kid in school or whatever, if you're an adult, if you're a living, breathing human being, please just do not partake in this like challenge willingly. Like, that's just dumb. Don't do it. You're risking your lives. And for the people who are doing this challenge to people without their full consent or knowledge, this is attempted I'm gonna be honest, like, if you do this challenge and something fucks up and someone cracks their head open and you just, like, that's manslaughter. You just kill someone, and you can go to prison for that, obviously. Apparently another incident in Venezuela was recorded and shared on TikTok of a young schoolboy playing the game and crashing down on hard concrete. The mayor reports that the boy ended up in the intensive care unit. Jesus. ICU. That's where, like, if your life is on the line, that's where you go. That's here. Third, and saw a young boy being tricked by friends into doing the Skullbreaker, which knocked him unconscious and caused head injuries. Guys, head injuries are nothing to play around with. They're serious. A lot of this stuff can be permanent, and they can affect your cognitive abilities to think, learn, analyze, observe, you know, how you interact with people, your social life, everything. Don't mess with this stuff. Your brain is an organ. It's the most important organ in your body. It controls everything. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. This challenge, like I said, I wasn't exaggerating. It's the dumbest challenge that I've ever seen before, because unlike the other challenges, you can survive those for the most part, except the Tide Pod challenge. You can still do that, but you know, the Skullbreaker challenge won't mess up you can die from this. Not only can you die from this, but if you survive, your brain will probably be messed up. You know, it's just that. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
So I see Elevate almost like mental exercises. It's like taking your brain to the gym. I'm seeing myself improve in different ways that I didn't know I could.
I write a lot in my job every single day. I'm trying to make a good impression with everyone I interact with.
When I'm trying to explain something to somebody and I just don't have all the words that I need, it's at the tip of your tongue, it's just out of reach. When I first started using Elevate, it was a revelation.
Sometimes in the day when I'm staring at the screen, I might read something 2 or 3 times and not process it. And so, you know, even if I do a quick comprehension exercise, it makes it a little bit easier to, you know, refocus myself and really pay attention to what I'm reading so I can actually do my job better.
It's really easy to get into the games. It's fun. It's simple. I feel like I'm taking like a mental multivitamin.
It's helped my reading, my speaking, because I'm a little bit more considerate about overusing words and just being as precise as possible when I speak.
I can improving my everyday life when I'm communicating with people, either in person or in writing.
A couple days after starting to use it, I could already see myself being better at recalling those words.
In the beginning, you know, you kind of go slow, and then as you warm up, it's a little bit more difficult. It gets a little bit faster, a little bit harder.
You can see the time shrinking.
I like the pressure of running out of time, like right now.
I really like the scores and the rankings. I would say that I'm a competitive person.
Elevate allows me to kind of better my communication personally and professionally.
It really helps me work in a creative and team-oriented environment, improving my listening skills.
I know that I'm playing a game, but I also know
This
that
kid was horrible.
it's good for me.
At any given time, I can kind of challenge myself, and I really like that idea. Using my idle time productively.
Designed to improve the way you speak, write, listen, read, and more. Elevate, your personal brain trainer.
Yo.
Alright, so tea time. So right now, I'm gonna make a quick little video about this whole Quaden Bales situation where this, it went viral on Twitter. This 9-year-old boy from Australia, his mom recorded him crying in the car because he was getting bullied at school and in public by kids and adults. She was claiming that you couldn't even go out in public with him without people bullying or making fun of him, and at school when there were new kids who didn't know about his condition, he would just be relentlessly bullied by other kids. You know, the story went viral like 2 or 3 days ago, and as you can see here on Twitter, it says people around the world rally behind young Australian bully victim Quaden Bales. And as you can see, there are many different tweets, like this one from Austin. He says, looks like Quaden Bales is feeling the love, and it shows like a sweet little boy, you know, with an obvious condition talking to a news reporter. And, you know, in case you didn't see the original video that went viral, here it is.
So is there any advice or support or anything that other parents or, you know, families have done to help raise disability awareness and education within the school so that this doesn't happen? I've got some good advice, but I need more because this is the effect of bullying. This is what it's doing. And I want people to know how much it is hurting us as a family. I want people to educate their children. The whole anti-bullying shit isn't f***ing working.
So you see, as soon as he said he just wants to die right now, that's when, like, everyone started pouring and then their support and their love for this kid.
Boys?
You know, imagine having a 9-year-old boy who's your son saying this stuff about wanting to die because of the bullying he was receiving, and, you know, the story just started to go viral all over Twitter, all over the internet.
I think you got it done.
Face everywhere. You know, even the likes of Hugh Jackman, yeah, the Wolverine actor, he came out in support of Quaden Bales. You know, we have James Woods coming out in support. He said, I'm hoping my lovely followers in Australia will somehow bring this to the attention of my pal, Quaden Bales. Hang in there, Quaden. You've got more friends than you know. I was bullied a lot as a kid. We've all been there. Go Quaden. We have this other famous dwarf comedian. He came out in support of Quaden. Comedian Brad Williams raises over $30,000 to send bullied 9-year-old to Disneyland.
Get out of here, kid.
If you're a parent and your kid goes around bullying kids at school just because they look different, then that says a lot about you as a parent. And this was from the original tweet that went viral. 9-year-old wanting to commit suicide due to being bullied. And as you can see, the original tweet has close to 900,000 likes and over, whoa, like about 290,000 retweets. Like, and it keeps going up and up and up. It's crazy. It's crazy. Because guess what? Turns out, and I'm not entirely sure, but it's looking like that this person is not 9 years old, and he's actually an 18-year-old actor from Australia. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you take a look at this photo right here, it looks like Quaden, you know, it's just a normal little kid with a dog by his side on a leash. He looks all sweet and innocent, right? Look at that photo. Absorb it, take it all in. Keep that in your mind, because what you're about to see next will blow your mind. And here in this photo, well, this starts with Quaden with this other guy, this kid, and Quaden standing right next to him, you know, all G'd up with some sneakers on, got some distressed black jeans on, a Tommy Hilfiger hoodie on. You know, Mans looks like he's posted up in the trap house. And then in this other photo, you can clearly see he's with his friends. Mans in the middle, looking dead at the camera like he's about somebody with his middle finger up. You know, I don't know what this kid is over here doing. He looks confused, like he's not supposed to be there. Then I saw this other post from Jasmine. She says, just so you know, he scammed everybody. He's 18, has plenty of money, and yeah, everyone fell for it. Now, if I'm wrong, please source your link and explain to me why. He's a Instagram celeb at Quados, and deleted captions pertaining to his 18th birthday, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, it's looking like we've all been finessed. And once again, this just makes me have trust issues. After this whole thing, you know, after this, I'm probably not gonna believe anything I see on Twitter ever again pertaining to someone being bullied without proof, that is. And even with proof, I'm gonna need some verified sources. You know, it's just, you can't believe anything nowadays, can you? Then we have this other video, I posted. I said I feel bamboozled, I feel hoodwinked. Dude isn't even 9 years old and is out here flexing Gucci, Louis, Reebok logo. Like, does this look like a 9-year-old to you? Mans is in a Warrior shirt, got his Timbs on. You know, homie looks like he's about to smack the f*** out of someone. Man's got Dolce & Gabbana on. Looks like he's on a cruise ship going on a vacation to the Bahamas or something. What is happening? Man's just posted up in his mini G-Wagon looking like he's about to smack the cameraman. Does that look like a 9-year-old to you? Man's looking in the mirror like, yeah, I'm about to finesse the whole Twitter website tomorrow. Man, I'm about to make millions, boy. Yeah, you the man. You the man. I'm the man. Man just posted up next to his girlfriend of 5 years. Like, bro, unless they started dating when he was like 5 years old, there's no... Oh man, this is just crazy. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that, well, hold up. Let me find the video. It reminds me of this video right here that I saw on YouTube like months back. And it says, person thrown off school bus. Check it out. Glance, it might look like that was a bus driver in the middle of the city who got angry at a kid and decided to pick his little ass up and throw him off the school bus. You know, at first glance, we're all angry. We don't know what the hell is going on, but all we know is that that bus driver needs to be slapped, punched, kicked, locked up, and put in a jail cell. But wait, there's more. So you see everybody looking around and looking all confused like, what the? Because you don't expect like a dwarf dressed up as a little kid getting kicked off a bus by a bus driver. You know, you expect that to be an actual kid being abused by his bus driver. But little did we know until we saw this grown-ass man's face. Like, the dude was a grown-ass man with a goatee and everything. Like, his face is built like a brick. Until we saw that, we all thought it was a kid. Until, lo and behold, we all saw that it was not. And then they did this other prank, which I found funny. And it's only gonna prove my point even further.
Yo, where's this kid at, man?
I just found it. Man with a baby and stroller fell down NYC subway steps. So you could clearly see the woman, she's obviously in on it. The woman, she's angry, which is not bad. She could have fooled me. And the man, he stepped in because he wanted to help, you know, and everybody else. All the bystanders, what the hell is going on?
That was light.
Did that kid actually just fall? Oh my god. Until this happens. So we see that it's finally not a kid, it's a grown-ass man with a goatee. He's bald, head is shaped like a brick, and everybody starts laughing. It's crazy. Now, one thing I wanna say before I end this video is that I'm not saying that he's definitively not 9 years old, because I don't know. It's possible that a 9-year-old is out here doing everything like this. Because
he's not 9.
We've seen people like Daniel Cohn. It's entirely possible.
He's not 9.
To do this stuff. But what I'm saying is that it's not looking too good. When you say this kid is being bullied, and he's been bullied in school and everywhere else, but he's out here flexing all these things. He's looking super confident in himself. He looks like he is unbothered and living his best life. I'm just saying. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Always love to read your thoughts and opinions. Anyways, you know where it is. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
O'Brien Subaru makes car buying safe and easy at O'BrienSubaru.com from the...
Alright, so tea time. Recently I just came across a photo of Danielle and her former boyfriend, Luca, I believe that's his name. Recently saw this photo, and in this photo, it was of Danielle and Luca in a hotel room, and it's of her taking a photo of, well, she was just posed up on his lap in some rather inappropriate attire for a 13-year-old girl. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you have not seen this. You don't know what I'm talking about, and you're probably not going to believe when I say that. There's literal, there are literal photos of people reposting and sharing this shit on Twitter of Danielle Cohn only in lingerie with a view of her ass. Now, me being me, you guys already know that I've made videos in the past of Daniel Cohn, but I've had to take them down since, YouTube wanted to be a little bitch about it. And in case you guys didn't know, the only way that I could get my comments back during the time that my comments were disabled were to delete any, controversial type videos. But now, yeah, it sucked. But here we are in 2020, and this photo just leaked of Daniel Cohn and her boyfriend, don't know if they're still together, Luca. And in this photo, well, it isn't on her main page, but someone reposted it on their Instagram page, and the caption reads, "Found this on IG, so I'm gonna repost. Danny and Luca in a hotel bedroom." And yeah, shit is pretty wild. And I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with Daniel Cohn, and if you aren't, she's basically she's been in a lot of drama over the years, but she's basically like a 13-year-old girl who has, just done a lot of inappropriate shit for her age. Mostly she gets roasted by other YouTubers for making, crappy singing videos on YouTube. She's been, a main focal point in the T-Spill drama community for, dating guys who are, 5 years older than her. I believe her former boyfriend was, 17, 18 years old or something. Yeah, kind of crazy. But to sum it up, she's basically a YouTuber that tries to act a lot older than she actually is. In the past, she's been called out for inappropriate things like face tuning, and as I said before, dating guys who are 5 years older than her. There's been this whole conspiracy theory in the past where at first people thought she was around 15 or 16, but turns out that she was actually 12 based on evidence that was leaked about her birth certificate, and now it is verified that she is now 13 years old since she was born in 2006. So yeah, it's pretty much verified that she is 13 years old, and at the height of all her drama a year or two back, guess what? She was only 11 years old, or 12 at most, which goes to show you that she was probably either still in elementary school or just getting into middle school, which is kind of crazy to think about. And if you head on over to her Instagram page, she has about 4.4 million followers, and you just start to scroll down and you can clearly see that this isn't what a 13-year-old's Instagram page is supposed to be looking like at all. Come on, if you didn't know her age at all, you didn't know who she was, and you were just some random person who came across her Instagram one day, would you think that this is a 13-year-old girl? No, because of the way she poses, the way she dresses, how much skin she reveals, and I know a lot of feminists are going to come to this video and say, hey, leave her alone. You shouldn't tell a woman how to dress. You shouldn't worry about what she's wearing. Okay, yeah, sure, you pervert. This is a 13-year-old girl, and I'm pretty sure that this shit is not supposed to be on the internet. But yeah, here in most of her photos, it's bad, but it isn't as bad as what I just saw. And that's what we're here to talk about in today's video. So Danielle, 13, her boyfriend, mostly Luca, I believe is 15. At least he's only 2 years older than her. Not 5 or 6 years older than her, like her former boyfriend, which is still kind of crazy to think about. But then again, there are a lot of weirdos in Hollywood, like that tattoo artist, what's his name? Romeo Lacoste? Yeah, we could talk about him in another video, but Danielle did address the photo. She went on Instagram Live and she started talking about it, saying, yes, she knows that there's a leaked photo of her and her boyfriend Luca, circulating the internet, and she basically said that she doesn't think that it's a big deal. Check it out.
I already know that there's a picture going around of me, or whatever, I don't even really know. Honestly, I've never even seen the picture before. I didn't even know that was a picture, but honestly, I'm a teenager, teenagers make mistakes, it's a normal thing, obviously, you have boyfriends and stuff, and things happen, but it's not that deep, you know what I mean? People are making it such a big deal, and it's it looks really bad. I know it looks really bad, but it's not really what it looks like, nobody knows, the real story, that.
So as you can see from that 60-second clip, she's taking the whole thing very nonchalantly. She says that she doesn't think that it's a big deal and people are just taking this thing way out of proportion. And you know what? I really can't blame her, since she's only 13 years old. And when you were 13, when we were all 13, and even if you're 13 right now, we all thought that we knew exactly what we were doing. We thought that we knew about everything in the world. We thought that we had everything figured out for ourselves. But little did we know that we didn't know jack shit. And that's why I can't necessarily blame her for the things that she's doing like I've done in my past videos, because she's only a child. You know, she may look older than she actually is. You know, puberty may have hit her like a truck, but at the end of the day, her mind is still that of a 13-year-old child. So therefore, her maturity levels mentally have not yet matched her physical attributes. And that's what a lot of people seem to be confused about. But one thing I really want to touch on is the fact that her mom, which I believe has sole custody of Danielle, how her mom is letting her do any of this. Like, we've been talking about this for years, but it just seems like that the mom is not taking any accountability whatsoever. And if she has made any past statements, which I believe she did, it seems as if that she just doesn't care. Like, we all know that at this point in time, she's pretty much milking the out of Danielle. Like, Danielle at this point in time is her cash cow. She's milking her to make as much money as she possibly can without thinking about the repercussions of the future. Danielle is only 13 years old. What is going to happen in the future when she's much older? Let's say 3 years from now, 16. Do you know how messed up she's going to be mentally?
What's up? I won a game.
16 years old, and she's acting like this at 13 right now. She's being influenced.
Yes, I did.
By her
I won
mom,
11 kills solo.
especially since her mom has sole custody, I believe. And if she doesn't, I don't know, someone correct me on that. To my knowledge, the father isn't in Danielle's life at all, or at least at a bare minimum. The mom has total control over what Danielle does. She has control over her
There's proof. I screenshotted it, and you can just go in my stream.
And what she does. You know, I truly believe that Danielle's mom should be locked up or something. You know, and Danielle be sent to rehab for all of the shit that she's been exposed to. Because there's no way that this is sustainable. This kind of lifestyle for a kid is not sustainable at all. She's going to lose it one day. Just like how those Disney stars who've been, you know, super famous when they were kids,
that was a regular solo, because I was trying to do a challenge.
On, like, cocaine, drugged the f out of their minds. They struggle with substance abuse, and turns out that when they were all kids, some of them were abused physically. You know, I honestly wouldn't be shocked if one day Danielle, when she turns 18 or 19, whatever, when she's an adult, she comes out with a documentary or a story exposing everything that has happened to her when she was a kid. I don't want any excuses for the mom. The mom she's a failed parent. She actually disgusts me. I don't know who she is. I don't know how she parents Danielle, but obviously it's not working. And, you know, there shouldn't be any excuses for the father either. You should fight for your kid. What do you mean? What do you mean? Fight for your kid. You see what the this could not be my daughter, by the way. I just gotta say that this. But anyways, people on the internet started reacting to this whole drama.
So you're my viewer,
when
Noah?
this image was leaked, and we have this comment from Slump Thug. She says, she's that every time she does something stupid. I'm a teenager, I make mistakes. Yo, next mistake gonna be getting pregnant at 16. Slump Chloe says, when does she ever act like a normal teenager? I'm Snooki. She says, girl, that pic. Someone needs to take this child out of her mother's care. I don't care. Then we have this comment from Low-Key Jayla. She says, my question, how don't you know if you took the picture? And obviously,
that grenade killed you, bum.
It's probably embarrassing for her. Honestly, at 13 years old, if an image like that got leaked of me, dude, I would be super scared. But then again, she has been posting similar photos like that for a long time now, so we have this other comment from The Saint Angel. He says, why is this her excuse for everything? We have this other comment from Skittles. She says, can this girl just please use her brain for once? Then we have this other comment from Layla. She says, where is this child's mother? Yes, that is the question. Where is this kid's mom? It's just ridiculous. Honestly, I thoroughly believe that this is child abuse. And if you think otherwise, then debate me on that. Follow me on Twitter, because that's where I have most of my discussions, and debate me. If it's not child abuse, then what is it?
Yeah.
Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I truly love to read your comments. I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation. And if you don't follow me on Twitter already, do so now by following me at Dr. Destiny. Links will be down below in the description if you have any. Okay, so, tea time, and man, this is gonna be a lot to unpack in this video. I don't know how long it's gonna go on for, but let's begin. So in case you guys didn't know, Daniel Regoli and Sky Jackson are currently beefing in a weird clash of two worlds coming together that I never ever thought I'd see before. You know, on one hand, you have Daniel Regoli, aka Bad Baby, the queen of talking shit and acting tough, and then getting beat up when it comes time to actually fighting. And then, on the other hand, you have Sky Jackson, the Disney star who rose to fame from the Disney show Jessie that ended 5 years ago. And never in a million years would I have ever thought that this would be a thing where they are beefing with each other over Instagram. But apparently, in this current timeline, it is. So you may now be wondering, why the hell are they even beefing, and what could they possibly be feuding over? And when I first heard about the story and saw all the drama surrounding these two, I was like, wait, what? Why? Why is this even happening? What is happening here? Until I started doing my research, and it was kind of hard finding the origin as to how all of this occurred. But luckily, in my quest to find the origins of the beginnings of this beef, I found the answer. And apparently, last year when the rapper NBA Youngboy and Daniel Bergoli were supposedly together, and obviously you guys can't see me right now, but I'm using air quotes because based on what I've read, him and Danielle were never officially in a relationship together, and it was more of like a pump and dump situation, and, you know, a one-night stand type of thing, of which Daniel Bergoli quickly caught feelings from and started becoming obsessed with the guy. But I digress. And apparently, not too long after that period of time, Daniel Bergoli got a tattoo of his name on her hand that reads Kentrell, which is NBA Youngboy's real name. Which, by the way, is one of the worst things you could possibly do for someone who you are currently in a relationship with, for obvious reasons. And during that time, when Daniel announced to the world that she got this tattoo by showing it off on IG, Sky Jackson, as she was scrolling through Instagram that day, saw that picture, got a hold of that picture, and made a rather explicit comment about her on her Finsta by allegedly saying that Daniel Bergoli was obsessed with NBA Youngboy's herpes. Yes, that's the tweet. And obviously, I'm gonna have to bleep that out because I can't be saying herpes here on YouTube. And by the way, in case you guys didn't know what a Finsta is, because I didn't know what one was either, it's basically like an alternative / private Instagram account that not many people know about. And when you have this particular type of account, you can use it to post the raunchiest, controversial, most blunt and bold things that you definitely wouldn't be posting to your main account. And I'm willing to bet that some of you guys have a Finsta too. But yeah, fast forward now to 2020, Daniel Bergoli and NBA Youngboy have broken up and are no longer together. And apparently, Sky Jackson has now changed her tune a bit about NBA Youngboy, and has now made another post about him, but this time it's not about Danielle or any tattoos or anything of the sort. But this time, Sky decided to post an actual video of NBA Youngboy with a caption that reads, "Can somebody please hook me up with Youngboy?" Thirsty looking emoji. He's just so fine to me. And you could imagine how NBA Youngboy obsessed Daniel Bergoli must have reacted as soon as she saw this post from Sky.
And you both posting him on the page talking, oh, he's so fine, hook me up with him, he's so fine. You are lame as y'all start thinking I'm tripping about Youngboy. It ain't even about Youngboy, because I don't care about what that man do, I don't care about what he got going on. That was old when she did that. That was the first person she did that with. But now she thinks she wanna play.
Oh God!
You don't even know what I will do to you. My butt's so fast. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up, bitches. I will dog you. I'll kill you.
Good boy. Good boy. Yo, there's literally kids camping it all the way at max height with helicopters in their bed.
Fuck the bottle.
Where'd this kid go?
See if I can kill this guy.
There he is. Got another kill.
My pistol.
Oh, there's another kid somewhere.
Oh no, it's back. See the door spot on God.
Woo!
I one pumped him. No, that kid's mad. Oh, I got a laugh on him. I just one pumped him. I got a laugh on him. Spit in the bottle. Oh, there's someone else coming now. Oh, there's two people. Uh-oh. I'm finna die, baby.
I got 400 bullets in this scar, bro. Better land that helicopter. Better land that helicopter. Let's go. Alright, I got one. 2 down. 2 of 2 helicopters that were sitting at max height. Down. Where's that kid launch pad at?
Your ass, kid!
Oh, why the fuck is that on the ground, nigga?
66 to 31, dude. Your ass. Just hop out. I'm not gonna talk about how I'm at 19 health. We'll talk about that.
Yo. Yo, 17 HP. 17 HP. The purple tack is kind of overpowered. I'm gonna keep it a buck. 200 row question mark, Noah?
I'm in a box waiting for this guy to walk in.
I'm about to catch 2 in a row. On stream, let's go. RPG or green SMG?
RPG.
Alright. Alright, let's go catch some action from these kids over here. Oh, there you are.
He took my damn mini. I didn't heal something.
I just accidentally threw a mini at this kid. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Oh! He didn't even mean to hit me. I fell. This guy was shooting at someone else, and I fell in front of his bullet. And now he's laughing because what? He meant to do that? Yeah, no.
I literally just trapped that kid in the storm. Is he following me? No, there's a kid right there. It made no sense.
Oh, damn, kids. How did that make sense?
This kid's so bad. He had Midas's drum gun.
Where am I going? Where am I going? Give me one place to go. I'll go right now.
Salty.
Out of all places, the one place I've already passed. The 3 people just killed themselves. They just left the game. I would do the same thing.
Oh my god, how many kids have RPGs in this game?
Oh, I'm scared. Killed him! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Call me a god right now. Oh, things that
Build! What are you freaking switching guns for?
My ears.
God, actual idiot.
But anyways, Daniel saw that post Sky made on her Finsta. She screenshotted it and then posted it to her own page with a caption. See what I'm saying? Funny how she posted this after my tattoo of his name saying I'm obsessed with herpes. Then you want to go and say he's fine? Girl, get the hide. By the way, I know y'all dumb hoes gonna think I'm pressed because she posted Young Boy. No, I posted this one specifically because she was about me and him saying he got herpes and all that. It's not about it being him. She do literally this with every dude I talk to. I swear this girl got mental issues. She not happy being herself. Not really sure why, but she wanted to be around this girl so bad. Like, bitch, get alive while you steady trying to live minds or live minds. And so, after almost having a brain aneurysm by trying to read what she just wrote, it's clear as day that Daniel needs to either go back to school so that she can catch up on some language arts, or pay for a copy editor to go over all her tweets and post to IG, because the struggle of reading anything she tries to write is too real. And then after this post on her page, she then went on to post some more stories on her Instagram page, saying, call me a troublemaker or whatever you want to call me, but unlike you scary hoes, I'm all about my respect, and if I feel disrespected, I'll play Walmart, man. And then 4 hours later, she then said, bro, this little girl got her mama coming at me. Wow, she dead ass scared. Crying emoji face times 4. So you can clearly see that that baby was invested in this. She is invested in this whole scandal between her, Sky Jackson, and NBA Youngboy, even if she doesn't want to admit that this whole thing is about him, essentially. She's fighting and having this...
Hello everybody, I'm in the little one, also known as Martin. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Fortnite. So, you've gone ahead and completed 18 of the 20 challenges for Sky over the past few weeks, and now it is time to cash in. I personally am going for Ghost, but if you want to know where the Shadow location is for the Shadow Ollie, then it is right about there. Super simple to find. I'm going to go out on the map and show you exactly where it is.
I died to a kid that literally spammed RPGs at rockets at me, but then I wouldn't have died if my freaking if my thing wouldn't have been switching weapons and actually built like I said to.
Right now, so if you look on the map, you're in the Weeping Woods. You want to go to the right-hand building. So the eastern one above the trailer park, and just behind that building on the sort of eastern side, slightly southern, you can find Ghost Ollie right about there. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this one or the other one helpful,
What?
AFK. Yeah, I'm trying to do this thing for Shadow's Sky, and it's find the Shadow Ollie, and like I went up to it, and then it just ran away from me. Doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna try to go to it again. Go look for him. He literally ran away though. That's kind of triggering. Keep it a buck. I just got like 40 times.
Hi everyone, this is Greg on X, and I'm just going to do my final video on Shadow Ollie, because a lot of you have been saying that he doesn't just bounce around, he actually disappears after you try and catch him in Weeping Woods. So as you know, he starts off around here, behind one of the houses, and some people are finding after they've chased him a couple of times, he just disappears. So a bit like this time, when I run up to Ollie, he bounces, but then he just disappears, you can't follow where he's gone to. And where he ends up is actually just north of Weeping Woods, in the air, near the agency around here. So you can see him just suspended pretty high up in the air, and Weeping Woods is down to the south of this area. So if Shadow Ollie disappears in Weeping Woods, this is around the area you want to go to on the map. So this is the top right corner of D5. And then you want to just head towards the river and run up around the river and approach the agency. And as you get closer, you can build up and you'll see Ollie is in the air over there. And then you should be able to catch him and complete this challenge. Thanks for watching, hope this helps you, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, Uzi.
Little Uzi. Kobe Bryant.
Hi everyone, this is Dragon X, and
She's fighting and having a dispute with another girl over a guy, and we've seen this happen way too many times, over and over again with many different girls online. It's just, when you guys gotta learn to stop fighting over guys, it's crazy. But apparently something else went down behind the scenes with Sky Jackson's mom, because after Daniel Bergoli made those IG stories to her page, Kaya Cole, which is Sky's mom, came out saying, "Please don't bring any mess to my page. I'm not here for it. There are bigger things happening in the world." So I can imagine that Daniel Bergoli's rabid teenage fans started going over to Kaya Cole's page to harass her in her comment section, saying all kinds of mess about her and her daughter. And then shortly after Kaya Cole made this post, Sky Jackson went on to Twitter with the team to then list out all of her accomplishments and everything that she's been doing right now. She said, book doing pretty well, finalizing makeup deal, shopping treatment to major studios and producers, working on speech for TED Talk, going over scripts, recording Netflix animated series, vlogging for my YouTube channel, hosting 18,000 youth for a weekday, no time for negatives. Nah, she really came with the tea to Twitter. She seems so unbothered, but is she really? And then after that, it just went down in, Daniel Bergoli's comment section, because Sky's mom, Kaya Cole, and Bad Baby's mom, I don't know her name, they started arguing with each other on Instagram. I'm not gonna read all of it, but basically, Kaya said, "Let me tell you something, little girl. I'm definitely not the one to be playing with. Don't come on my fan page with your trashy negativity. How about you just put your address or phone number to my DM, and I will gladly have this conversation with your mother. I'm not having it. Take this shit somewhere else and leave my damn daughter alone." And then shortly after that, we have Brooklyn, which is Daniel's mom. She came out saying, "Oh, listen to you preach. Tell your daughter to stop speaking on mine, and you think you are calling my..." What? What is she trying to say here? You think you are calling my daughter ratchet? Remember, I come from New York too. Okay, she thinks just because she comes from New York that she's tough. Interesting. And then Kaya Cole clapped back by saying, "Bitch, you ain't saying nothing but a word. If you want a problem with me, I will surely give you one. The only ass you'll be beating is your own daughter's, as we have all seen. You best leave me and mine alone. I will stomp a mud hole in your sloppy ass. Again, Ratchet C, Ratchet do. Now I'm calling you Ratchet, and what? And then Brooklyn came back by saying, "Aw, you hurt my feelings." Guessing that Disney money too good, your poor daughter can't be the girl she wants to be. And then she followed up by saying, "You really think you scare me? Sorry girl, like I said, I come from New York too." And then Kaya Cole, she came back by saying, "Telling me you're from New York don't mean a damn thing to me. Your daughter is a hot-ass mess, always barking like a little chihuahua on social media like she has no damn home training. Take that ghetto back to Florida and get the f off my timeline. I do welcome you to DM me your info though." And then, you know, Bad Baby came into the mix again by saying, "I DM'd you my address already, crying emoji face ×2. And then they just went on and on and on and on and on. Like, oh my god, and you can see the way Kaya Cole, each time they came at her, she came back within like 10 seconds. I mean, Bad Baby just made this comment and she came back like 2 seconds later. Like, how fast can she type? Like, at the speed of light? But yeah, that's where pretty much the drama ended. Until, about a day or two later, Sky Jackson went on to get a restraining order against Daniel Bregoli. And that restraining order was made by a judge. So clearly, Daniel Bregoli is in the wrong here. And it says here, according to TMZ, you know, the devil's outlet, they said the restraining order was just granted by the judge. It orders Bad Baby to stay 100 yards away from Sky, from home and workplace. She also, under the restraining order, cannot contact Sky for any whatsoever. In the docs, Sky says she's fearful to leave her house by herself, hasn't slept well since the threats were made, and feels Danielle is mentally unstable. Sky also claims Danielle texted her 4 months ago saying she wanted to fight her. She included some of the alleged messages from Danielle in her file. So yeah, that's pretty much all the tea that I have for right now between Daniel Bregoli, you know, the queen of getting beat up by other people after talking shit, and Sky Jackson, the innocent Disney star who is unbothered and accomplished. You know, it's just kind of crazy. Why does Daniel Bregoli talk so much shit? You know, she barks, but she can't actually back up what she's trying to do. She either talks shit, she shows up and gets beat up, or she talks shit over the internet and, you know, just ends up looking like a fool. Now she has a restraining order against her by Sky Jackson. She can't contact her in any way, shape, or form, meaning Twitter, phone calls, nothing. Can't even talk to her on the street. Has to stay away from her. So Sky Jackson just so happens to walk into the same store that Daniel Bregoli so happens to be in. Daniel has to leave. Like, it's just crazy, man. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I know you guys probably have a lot to say about this story because I had a lot to say about it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, do all that, turn on notifications. You know, I don't care what you do. Just, you know where to find me if you're here for the team. And if you guys have any other topics or stories that you would like me to talk about, you know where to message me. But
person on that. What's up, Mike Johnny? I'm already done. I already been there, done that.
Alright, so I know I haven't made one of these videos in a while, and it's been a pretty long time, and pretty much all the people who were here when I was making these types of videos are now all gone, or at least 90% of them are, because, well, you know, most people have a one-track mind and attention spans that of a goldfish, so I can't blame them. But for those of you who are still here, I appreciate you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the wildest stories that I've ever heard in a long time, and it's probably gonna be one of the wildest videos that has been on this channel in months, because what you guys are about to see right here in this video will leave you dumbfounded because of who this is about. Now, recently, Dr. Phil had a guest on his show who is an aspiring rapper from New York.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm the Fergie, the Henny, the weed. That's why I'm moving real naughty. That's why I'm moving naughty.
And she goes by the name of Telly Zelly. Yes, that is first name Telly, as in if a British person is picking up the Telly, and last name Zelly, as in she couldn't find another name to go along with her first name, so she replaced the T in her first name and added a Z instead to make it Zelly. Yeah, I know, super creative. But at least it isn't a lil followed by whatever random household object you can find in your house.
I was 13 when I started shipping lean.
So when I first heard about this story, I was blown away because, well, first of all, this girl has some
Kanye.
eye followed by some part of the male human body that I cannot say in this video because it will get deleted by YouTube if I do. Tattooed on the right side of her forehead, just above her eyebrows. Now, just as a disclaimer, I don't have a problem with tattoos. I think they can sometimes be cool. Most times not because of how many dumbasses make them look bad. And in all honesty, in this instance, she's one of those dumbasses. So clearly, she's super happy about this life-changing decision that has officially banned her from signing up for any jobs in the near future when she finally figures out that tattooing, what is essentially just suck my pee-pee on top of her forehead, wasn't such a bright idea. And soon after she got this suck my tattoo on her forehead, the video of her getting it went viral on Instagram. And I believe she said that she got like 4 million views in one day or something like that. And I'm assuming out of those millions of views, Dr. Phil or one of his associates were one of them, and not too long after got into contact with Telly Zelly about who she is, why she did this, and to ask her if she would like to come onto the Dr. Phil show. And of course, she accepted, because obviously if you're willing to tattoo suck my on top of your forehead, especially seeing as you're a girl and you don't even have one, what that tells me is that you're definitely willing to do almost anything.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, baby? Nice to meet you, Belle.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
What up, bitches?
What's up? What up?
I like some bitches and butter.
So, damn, it's crazy how she walked in there all confident and whatnot, made some kind of bird mating call, rubbed her hands like Birdman when he's ready to do something evil, walked up to Dr. Phil and straight up called him Phil, and then she looked around and sat down like everything was all normal. Like, honestly,
shit, I got a leak in.
Definitely got something to have her come into the studio like she owned the place. And you know, I'm kind of wanting her to give me some of whatever that something is. So, for context, since most of you won't really know what's going on here, this girl, Telly Zelly, which is obviously not her real name, wasn't always a wannabe gangster type rapper from New York who had the words "suck my" written across her forehead. Once upon a time, long, long ago, far, far away, our loudmouth New York Cardi B wannabe was a straight A student who was in the top of her class and actually got a 4-year scholarship for being such a smart student.
Let's start when I started skipping. I won't be on you on Madden. Let's go with that, Noah. Yeah, you're scared. He's scared.
The world tells me you hit hard. Girl, tell them you are wrong. Because us girls, we hit harder.
Like, how do you go from an inspirational speaker and always
I'm
talking
loading
about
it
uplifting girls
so I
and telling
can
them that
beat your ass.
3
Me?
years later,
Me?
becoming a Cardi B wannabe with a suck
What do you want to do,
tattoo
draft?
on your forehead and rapping about
If you go to the party, I'm the person that I need to weed. That's
Then
not
I'll
real naughty.
Bro, something here doesn't quite add up, because like, for comparison, there's no way like, say Jenna Marbles can go from being Jenna Marbles to a Tana Mongu in less than 3 years. But based on my detective work and the information that I've gathered, apparently she went to college, right? Using her 4-year scholarship, and then in the middle of her 2nd year of college, she dropped out of school. So I'm assuming sometime between the time that she actually graduated high school and the time before she dropped out of college, something or someone changed her mind and made her, instead of wanting to become a
makeup artist or a lawyer or a doctor,
made her want to pursue this weird dream of becoming a worldwide famous rapper with a suck my tattoo on her forehead who sounds like she comes from the roughest, toughest parts of New York that only eats cereal with no milk. Like, just straight air and cereal in the bowl. Kind of crazy how she did a 180 like that with her whole personality.
so what's your plan? My plan is to continue doing what I'm doing, and that's building a portfolio of genres of music. Visually, I create the treatment to my own videos. I sit there, I budget. It's hard. I'm doing it alone, independently. Like, not for that. Like, most people can't do it on their own. Thank you. That one little person, yeah.
Damn, bro, she was really out here pouring her heart out, explaining why she's doing what she's doing and trying to be as real as possible. And literally only one person clapped. That's tough. Man, after that person only clapped, I would have had to walk right off that stage and just rethink my whole entire life after only getting one clap like that, because that's just embarrassing. So yeah, shortly after that whole embarrassing moment, Telly Zelly's beautiful mom brings up a good point about what she could do if she really wants to pursue her rap career.
I think that why not go to school for something with music, if that's what you want to really do.
And yeah, it would seem like the smart thing to do, right? But obviously what her mom just doesn't get is that you don't have to go to college to know how to rap about. Let me pull these lyrics up. Baby, welcome to the party. I'm all the pretty, the henny, the weed, that's why I'm moving real naughty. Daddy, welcome to the party. I heard you're alone, you got me lit. Like, it doesn't take a scientist to come up with these lyrics. Like, I could come up with this shit instantly off the top of my dome. I won't do that right now, but, like, obviously you don't need a PhD to come up with lyrics like that. Unless you're just that dumb. In which case, by all means, go ahead and pay $100,000 to get a degree in the art of mumble rapping. Alright, so I'm just now sitting here editing and watching this video, and I just gotta run this back, like, what the f was this man actually saying? Like, bro, this man was out here actually speaking a whole other different ass language. Hold on. Designer is really out here speaking ancient alien type languages that need to be decrypted by the most advanced technologies that we currently have. I don't even think that the language that Designer is out here speaking can be decrypted or translated by the technology that we currently have. Like, bro.
No, but I don't think what's the end route now with this tattoo? Alright, well this is just the beginning.
But you know, in all honesty, I really don't believe she has a plan for the long-term future. I think she's living in the moment, you know, going with the flow, not thinking about tomorrow, and only caring about what's happening today. You know, just living super spontaneously, and out of that spontaneity came the birth of this beautifully crafted work of art. So apparently, as I was doing more research on this girl, it seems as though that her brother has been a major influence on her whole personality change within the last 3 years or so. And apparently, not only did he introduce her to a little bit of that Mary J, he also nudged, in fact, more like pushed her into the direction of actually becoming a rip-off Cardi B. Alright, so I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she does have flow, she's not half bad, but based on what I just heard, she's definitely better than a lot of these other up-and-coming rappers, and even the established ones like Blueface, who can barely stay on beat, and Lil Pump, who can barely freestyle without saying like over and over again. Like, my man's is out here literally sounding like an owl or some shit. Kinda crazy, I didn't get paid millions for that. But again, as far as the tattoo goes, there's the only real specific answer that I could get of her explaining the why she really got the Suck My tattoo written on her forehead.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. It says Suck My.
That's your first tattoo too, right?
Yeah.
What made you want to get this tattoo?
Bro, to be honest, it's a lot of reasons. It's not tattoo Suck My, because I ultimately feel like that's how I feel for everybody who has a comment about something that I do. So at the end of the day, it's a message that the significance of one, not overthinking, doing what you want to do and just going for it, not caring too much about what people are gonna think about you, you know? Because what's the fun in that?
You know, I honestly never seen someone try so hard to justify getting a tattoo of the words "Suck My" inked into the side of their forehead. Like, no amount of explaining in the world will make me say that, hey, the tattoo is actually starting to make a lot of sense. By her tattooing "Suck My" into the side of her forehead, she's basically just empowering herself to not care about what other people say, no matter how much negativity comes her way. Like, no, that tattoo is still and will forever be dumb. I'm sorry, get that shit lasered off.
I mean, I like it though.
Psych. So yeah, all in all, this whole Telly Zelly situation is basically about a girl who went from preaching about girl power and intellectual poetry to rapping about twerking that ass and popping them perkies and drinking the Henny. My, this only makes me not want to have a daughter anytime soon. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this Telly Welly Zelly girl down below in the comment section. Spice it up a bit down there, and let me see your best playground insults and roast about her tattoo. You know, I'm thinking the best joke will get a follow from me on either Twitter or Instagram when I see it. I'll let you know by hearting it and commenting down below. But yeah, if you guys do have any other videos or topics that you want me to cover, just let me know on Discord, Twitter, or whatever, and I'll be sure to see what I can do about it. And yeah, anyways, with that being said, it's Destiny, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Alright, so do you guys remember that girl, Victoria Waldron? You know, that chick who looks like what would happen if Sid the Science Kid and Sid the Sloth